Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms in the mountains of North Carolina. Hey, if you've been following this channel for any length of time, you may have noticed a certain trend in my channel, and that is preparedness. While I don't consider myself a survivalist or a prepper, I do believe in being ready for the unexpected. Last year, the unexpected hit really hard in western North Carolina with Hurricane Helene, which took power out to this property for 9 days. Thanks to some of the preparing that I had done, I was able to survive that fairly well. We had some solar, we had some generators, we had some food squirreled away, and we were okay. One thing we didn't have, however, was the ability to have medical supplies if needed, and that is why I reached out to Jase Medical. They were kind enough to send me this kit. This is called the Traveler Kit. It's a really cool thing. It's like for people traveling out of the country. They have a variety of different kits with a variety of different medications that you can have, but they have an online doctor that you talk with. They're going to make sure that you're okay to have these kinds of medicines, and then once you have them, well, they're protection. They're just something you put into your pantry, keep them in a nice dry, cool place, and when or if you ever need them, you're pretty well golden. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this, and we're going to get it all out. I'm going to talk to you about what's in here. Okay, so here's what we got. This is quite a pile of stuff. And some of this is prescription, some of this is not. Now I'm just going to start over here and we'll go through it all. Loratadine, hydrochlorine tablets, anti-diarrheal. So this is for traveling out of the country, the package that I got. So anti-diarrheal medication, that's probably over-the-counter stuff right there. Ointment here for burns and bug bites, that kind of stuff here. Also over-the-counter. And what do we have here? Azithromycin, 250 milligram tablet. Take 2 tablets by the mouth daily, followed by 1 a day for 5 days as directed. So there we go with our first type of medication that you could only get from a doctor. And of course I did get this from a doctor. Ciprofloxacin, 500 milligram tablet. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Metronidazole. Again, like, I'm not sure what all these are for, but I can tell you that I'll go through it here. And it actually has, like, here's your medication, here's your conditions. It's kind of like a doctor on a pad here to let you know, hey, here's what you got. Ibuprofen might seem like a simple thing, but if you don't have it, if you're going to feel like you need it. Visine, which is always an important thing to have. Take dust or dirt or whatever, get scratched eye, and you know the pain that can give you. Stuff for being sick, mucus relief DM, cough suppressant as well. Allergy relief here. And you know, you go even in the country, you know, if you go to another state, you may not realize that, you know, pollen is a thing, or like certain grasses that grow might affect you. Acetaminophen, that's a good one to have. Over here we got some more here. Disoxyline. Oh man, I'm murdering these things, so I'm not gonna say that, but whatever that is. Oh boy, yeah. Acetaminophen, 500 milligram caplets, and I'm not sure what that is. Antihistamine allergy relief. Oh, those are like Benadryl would be the equivalent of a Benadryl there. Okay, so that's what those two are. So let's take a look at what also comes in this. Because look, you know, what I'm not recommending you do is go get yourself a whole bunch of antibiotics that you don't know anything about, or medicine in general that you don't know anything about, and then go take it randomly. So Loratadine, which is antihistamine, clearing you out for allergies, right? Dosing, 1 pill by mouth. And then, you know, it even talks about symptoms: hives, itching, swelling, rash. These are all things that it can help you with if you're out of the country. And then on the back, it has all the medical information on it. A 10 milligram pill once a day. And then it has some of the other names you may have found it under. Right? And side effects include headache, chest pain, palpitations, skin changes. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. But there it is. So you know, especially if you're away from the internet, or in the case of Helene, there is no internet, there is no cell service, there is no road. It's a little hard to get to a doctor, so this kind of stuff becomes really important to have on hand. Glucofen, I don't know, is over-counter combination cough and cold medication. 1 pill by mouth every 12 hours. Side effects, dizziness, drowsiness, nervousness, restlessness, and gastrointestinal distress. That does not sound fun. We have our Visine, saline eye drops, ibuprofen, if I can get that off the table. Ibuprofen is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. I use it, unfortunately, all too often. Loperamide is an anti-diarrheal medication. Then it even talks about side effects, which it really says common side effects are dizziness, constipation, abnormal cramps, and nausea. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see here. Oh man. It's an antibiotic and anti-protozoal. This medication should be taken with food, right? And it says 1 pill by day for 7 days. What to avoid if you're allergic to it. Clearly, that's not a good idea. Side effects, headaches, nausea, and abdominal pain in lesser cases. Tricycline is a medium potency tropical corticoid. So it's again for itching, rashes, bug bites, things like that. Side effects warning on the back. I could go through all these. I'll go through a lot of them, but I'm not going to go through absolutely everything. Acetaminophen. Anthromycin is a martocolide antibiotic. Wow, I wish I could pronounce stuff, but there's no chance of this happening. Taken with or without food. Cipro. I know what this ciprofloxacin is 500 milligram. Cipro became very popular in 2001 after the whole first generation antihistamine is whatever that is. I think those are those pink pills. Those are like Benadryl, the equivalent. And disoxyline is a antibiotic in the tetracycline class. Staph infection, stuff like that. Right, and then we have a med deck here, which is going to be our symptoms and whatnot, and like what to take. Because obviously, again, in Hurricane Helene, no way to get out, and no way to get in, and no way to contact anyone. So you get to play doctor, whether you want to or not. And I'm sure that some of the comments I'm going to get on this is it's not safe to take medicine without consulting a doctor. I did see a doctor to get this. So when you go to their website, you go through a process that asks you a bunch of questions about pre-existing conditions. It asks you a bunch of questions about, medical health, weight, height, like you name it, what kind of medicines you're already taking, because they actually do go to a doctor. That doctor looks at it and says, well, wait a minute, they can't take this. That is going to mix with something that they're already on. That would be dangerous. So you are going through a doctor. So you're kind of cleared overall to take all this. But which one to take at the right time is the question we have here. And so content by conditions, altitude, illness, allergic reaction, bite wounds, burns, cellulitis, I'm not going to say that one, cholera, asthma issues, and it just goes. And then it tells you, oh, I've got gout, right? Take ibuprofen, take naproxen. So it literally has a whole bunch of if-thens, which is, if you're ever worked with basic programming, if this, then that. And that's what we got here. So, typhoid fever, Cipro, whooping cough, amithrocycline, whatever that is, strep throat, right? Very interesting. Pinworms, you name it, rashes, moxicillin. It's just incredible the stuff that's listed here, and all the things that potassium iodine for radiation exposure, right? So all these are possibilities that you can use with this. That's it. I chose to work with this company not because I'm a prepper, but because I like to be prepared. And we live in a time, in a world, in a place where if you think that everything's going to be okay, I'd like to wind the clock back to late last September when everyone around here thought that everything was going to be okay. Now here we are almost a year later, and everything is still not okay for a lot of people. People still don't have homes. People still don't have a place to live because of the damage caused by a random storm that just happened to hit just right. When you think that you don't need stuff like this, you're not thinking very far into the future, my friends. I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll definitely leave a link to where you can pick this stuff up yourself, and I'll see you next time. Take care.